Welcome back, everyone. Sheepdog Smokey here, and we're going to see more of this as time goes on until we finally find a way to convince American citizens you do not have the right to assault people who disagree with you. Liberal student arrested for punching pro-lifer on UNC campus, triggered by images of aborted children. A liberal college student was arrested for assaulting a representative of the pro-life group Created Equal after she attacked him at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and it was all caught on camera. Jillian Ward, 19, a pro-choice feminist and aspiring journalist, said she was triggered by graphic photographs depicting aborted children put up by Created Equal. The group uses the images to show the gruesome reality of abortion and to engage students in conversation about this human injustice. Ward approached the group's display on April 2nd, asking them, "Did y'all put these up?" When Austin Bagel confirmed that he did, she raced toward him with fists flying. Bagel was apparently punched in the face a number of times and was also hit in the stomach. For some reason, the video is not wanting to play. When I get done reading, we may try to reload. "Effing terrible person," Ward screamed. "You're a terrible person. This is not okay. This is not okay. This is not okay. Shut the F up right now. This is wrong. This is triggering. You're not an innocent human being. You're a terrible person." All while beating the tar out of him. UNC campus police arrested Ward, and she's expected to make a court appearance in June. Mark Harrington, president of Created Equal, told Fox News this is part of a bigger trend on college campuses. Students being groomed on college campuses to be leaders, writers, and thinkers of the left are increasing in censorship and violence against those with whom they disagree, Harrington said. Last year, Thomas Metcalf, 21, a member of the Young Democratic Socialists of America at IU and Black Lives Matter, was charged with disorderly conduct, vandalism, and larceny theft on October 4th, attacking Created Equals protest. Harrington pointed out Pennsylvania State Representative Brian Sims' recent harassment on camera, and it was on his camera, he posted it, of pro-life women and teens is indicative of what it looks like when students like Ward come to power. Beagle, who was traveling with Created Equal across 14 college campuses in 3 states, said violence from abortion supporters is becoming more common. In a post on Facebook, he has forgiven Ward and asked others to pray for her. I'd be careful with that, Mr. Beagle, because apparently asking people to pray for you is now triggering as well. We're going to see if we can get this to play. Sorry about the jumpiness, but let's see if we can get it to work. Okay, let's see if it works this time. Well, that is not working because that is just their little ticker, and the video apparently will not work either. So, Fox News, you guys have a website problem. I'd offer to come help, but I don't want to move. This is honestly, though, like they said, this is a trend. We have the cowards in masks calling themselves anti-fascists beating people up at UC Berkeley more than a year ago because a private group, which they were not members of, was holding a private event which they would not be allowed to attend, and they had invited Ben Shapiro to appear at that event and speak. So because a group they weren't a member of was holding a meeting they couldn't go to, had invited someone they don't like, they beat people up and rioted, destroying parts of the campus. UCB police did not get involved. And at one point, someone was struck in the head with a bicycle lock swung from a chain. We had the riots in Charlottesville, where I will very plainly tell you, all of those people who instigated violence were culpable in a crime. The only people I would even think about saying should not be arrested are those who defended themselves and had to use a bit of force to keep from being injured or worse. Just as President Trump also clarified, this does not apply to white supremacists, neo-Nazis, and the like, who were part of the problem, instigating the violence. On both sides of any argument, of any issue, there are just good people who disagree with each other. And on both sides of any issue and any argument, there are just bad people who just want to start trouble. The problem is we have a media right now that will cherry pick and say, see, there were white supremacists there. Trump said there are good people on both sides. Trump supports white supremacists. Impeach Trump. Donald Trump then says, no, let's look at the transcript. Play the full video. You can see where I said it does not apply to those people, and they ignore it. We have people like Ted Lieu in the House of Representatives cherry picks a clip from Candace Owens and says, see, she supports Hitler. When she says that's not what it said, play the entire clip and you'll see that that is not what it said. And when he wouldn't, she said, apparently Representative Lieu thinks black people are stupid. And we had, I believe it was Nadler, it may have been someone else, telling her not to insult Lieu by pointing out the truth that he thinks she's stupid. When Candace actually said, that's not what I said. What I said was, the idiot shrugged as if to say, I don't care what you said. We had a Pennsylvania state representative, Brian Sims, posting on his own social media a video of him stalking and harassing an elderly woman who was quietly praying. Then offering money to put teenagers at risk by exposing their private information. In another video that I just recently did, we have someone at Texas State University actively trying to force the university to dissolve the campus police department. Because in her mind, being arrested for committing a crime is assault on her person. Enforcing U.S. laws is now deemed racist, apparently. We have this, where someone bum rushes a stranger and assaults them, striking them multiple times. And so far, I have yet to hear Acosta, Brzezinski, Scarborough, any of them. I've yet to hear any of them even mention it. And that's part of the problem. You see, we used to have a media in this country that would call out idiots like this no matter what their political persuasion. But now we have a media beholden to the left, almost 100%, that when it's a liberal, they don't report. Notice the Colorado shooting that happened this week. Instantly, there were calls for gun control. Instantly, this is the society Donald Trump has given us. But as soon as we found out it is a far left rabid liberal who hates Christians, conservatives, and Donald Trump, and a teen transitioning, so a transgender teen that actually committed those crimes because it's already illegal to do everything they did, the media lost the story. This story will not appear on CNN, MSNBC, any of them, because this proves the people they are ignoring and defending are the violent ones. We have someone out, I believe in California, that assaulted an 85-year-old man. They can be heard on a video of the event. Stay down, old man. And the man actually got up after the incident and went back to praying. There was a post that I saw on Imager where someone had a photo of a car with "Vaccinate Your Crotch Goblins." It's a meme. It is irreverent, kind of stupid language, but basically saying vaccinate your kids. Their response to this was, if I see this sticker, expect me to throat punch you. There was someone there said, throat punch me and expect to be on the ground in a lot of pain. And while, yes, I don't believe the person who actually made the comment in the picture replied to them, but it went from there. That kind of shows something in my mind, though. What you'll see is that it's always smaller females, like in this story, assaulting anyone. And if the person fights back, why would you hit a girl? Because if you hit me, I'm going to stop you. Or it's males roughly my size, 6 foot, 6'1" or so, 220, 230-ish, big dudes, assaulting very small people or the elderly who are much less likely to be able to defend themselves. We have the now infamous video of the guy who was almost attacked with an asp, but he handed out a free nap to the guy with a single punch, then picked up the asp. And all the cowards in masks kept shouting at him, but wouldn't get near enough to him to try to assault him, because now he could defend himself. It has to stop. Honestly, it does. And it needs to stop with idiots like this put in jail, for 6, 9, maybe 12, 18, 24 months for felony assault. maybe a few of them losing their right to vote, their right to bear arms, because they become a felon for a violent crime, and them going on the TV news circuit saying, it's just not fair, I have a right to vote. And maybe we rig that to say, well, the other person, the person you assaulted, had a right to speak their mind without being beaten up. We need someone to treat these people the way that Dr. Phil does, or used to at least. The infamous videos from his show where he all but says, no, you're a moron. Shape up. You don't have a right to everybody's money. You don't have a right to live wherever you want. You have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Pursuit of implies you may not find it. And unfortunately, I think that even that is not going to work. We're going to see it escalate to where we're going to see someone try to assault a conservative, and that conservative stand up and defend themselves, and then we'll see a news story where the liberal is crying on the media about being beaten up and demanding that the video be taken down because I did not authorize anyone to record my image, so you have to take it down. And a judge saying, you were in public, you can't tell people not to record you when you try to assault them. And this video clearly shows you assaulted them and they defended themselves. And we're going to have some judge with the spine to say, no, you assaulted them. They have a right to defend themselves. Therefore, you are guilty of assault. Therefore, you are going to jail. I just don't see it happening in a lot of places because we have too many rabid liberal snowflake judges that actually side with, I have a right to beat the living tar out of you because you have an opinion I don't. It boggles the mind. But I've talked about this long enough. Let me know what you think. As always, remember, keep it civil. We don't learn from argument, we learn from debate. Please also remember to like, comment on, and share this video, as well as to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you are among the first to know of all new content as it is posted. Until next time, everyone have a wonderful day.